He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now Wentz on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. Some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. Shotgun now for Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Ryan on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 14 yards there on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw is Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons say they by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely.
And he's going to go down again. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Jack Crawford able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So out come the Falcons now. So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing again, Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. It's Pumphrey on the toss. Pretty move. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan going up top. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smoked.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, here's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. 3rd down here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And this will be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, the Broncos have added on to that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there getting zoned? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan fights loose. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Freeman again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
In motion left goes Smith. Again, it's Pumphrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They run with Pumphrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Here's Blunt. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They'll run again with Blunt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right at the line of scrimmage. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Ryan wants to throw it. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1. More chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13.